Hello. Alright. Look, I got a new fit on today. So today I'm not really going to try and waste much time. It's not gonna be like too long of a stream because I have to be somewhere in a few hours, so I mean we're just gonna go straight in. There's no reason not to. Probably gonna turn the music like way down. So this stream's probably gonna be like hour 30, 2 hours. It's like whenever I see Marvel Rivals being played, I just want to play it. So yeah.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
I'm not the type who fades quietly into the background.
Make way for...
I'm not the type who fades quietly into the background.
And go up deep, starting on Storm. Okay. Jeff, Cloak, okay. I was like, what if I should go Luna?
Escape pod ready. Opening escape capsule.
Round one, go!
I just washed my face too. I don't know why I gotta wash my face again. I just washed it.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Velasco said I should stay away from you. He really hates you.
He should. Also, I see you're not taking his advice.
I don't really let people or demons tell me what to do.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Alright,
1.
let's go.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Whoa. These chrono energy readings are gonna blow out your senses, Spider.
Good medicine.
This place is worth a good look.
Yo.
Another fearsome foe. A little help, please.
So cool.
I'll get you next.
Careful, Spider-Man's in all that.
My arm is stronger now.
Thought you wouldn't see me again? Psionic burst!
Systems restart.
Feel the pull! Psionic burst! force field. Great. Psionic burst. I'll get you next time. Whoever they are, this place is worth a good look. Friendly. Force burst. Psionic surge. Anyone willing to help? Co-op time. Psionic burst. This place is worth a good look. Distance restored. Psionic surge.
These mechanical arachnids are no more.
I'll fight for my family until the end.
Spider time!
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Psionic surge.
Shit, there's too many people.
A short
I'll fight for my family until the end.
that is much better.
An extra force field? Great.
Almost got ult.
Fire mode. Feel the pull. Only 6 seconds here. No worries. I got your back. Psionic burst. This is gonna
Get that vehicle to its destination.
You owe me one. I feel like I'm being watched.
You're up, little ones.
Light force is an enemy located. Whoever they are, psionic burst. Friendly. Another fearsome foe. An extra force field? Great. Where am I? Invisible? All eyes over here. Clear the way.
You're halfway there. Keep going. I'm counting.
I unleash the Vishanti's power.
No worries. I got your back.
God.
I'll fight for my family until the end.
And that Spider-Man is just on my ass today.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Psionic burst. Thanks.
Again!
A little help, please. Feeling fantastic.
This is the best hook to take down Noah. The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum. You know what to do?
Much better.
Ready to unleash the light force.
Behold the God of Thunder!
I'll get you next time.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man! Yeah, Magneto!
I am strengthened for battle. Here they come.
Clear the way.
Back in action.
Get that vehicle moving again.
I see.
I'm at maximum force. Disappear! Psionic surge!
I'm in fire mode.
Things are about to get a lot darker if we don't move.
Force burst!
It's spider time!
Psionic surge! Clearly you needed some help.
That's it! Don't let anything stand in your way.
We're better when we work together.
Here they come.
I have a shield, but no complaints.
That is much better.
So close! This is your big chance!
Stand down!
Only 60 seconds left.
No worries. I got your back. Psionic surge!
For battle.
That's some good gains.
The current score is 3-2-0. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on. The right heroes could make all the difference.
I'm not the type who fades quietly into the background.
Round 2,
It feels good to step outside my bubble every now and then.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
That artificial limb of yours fascinates me.
I'm still getting used to it, but it seems to be doing the trick so far.
The way it extends, it reminds me of the tentacles of the most ferocious creatures of the deep.
Well, I got a lot more arms than I do, but hopefully one will be enough.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
An
You
extra
have to
force
stop
field
them from
is
securing
great.
the mission area.
My past may be pretty cloudy, but if we don't win this, the future is pretty clear.
Force burst!
Here they are. I am strengthened for battle.
Psionic surge! What am I? Invisible? Clear the way! Vortex field! Feeling fantastic.
Systems restoring.
Psionic burst! Force burst! Clear the way! I got you covered.
You've got my back?
Vortex field! It's clear I'm still needed here.
Yep.
Turn around, quick!
Our enemies are near. Attack them!
I don't give up so
It's a little
easily.
bit bad on
Better
stream.
stop that vehicle!
A little bit of a bad teleport. It's fine.
Force field, good to go!
Just about to.
Spider is fully charged. Spider is fully charged.
Got it.
Ty, I'm ready.
Better stop that vehicle!
We've got a lock on them.
Bionic surge! Force burst!
We stop spider mode.
I am ready to put on a show! I have a shield, but no complaints.
Unseen assist!
Vortex field!
Here is an enemy to pursue. By the eye of Agamotto!
Oh, that was good.
Clearly you needed some help.
I am strengthened for battle. Feel no shame in defeat,
You
my
stopped them in their tracks!
ready to unleash my mystic power.
Feel the pull! Anyone willing to help?
Powering up.
Glad to help. No worries, I've got your back. Hell unleash! Disappear!
How refreshing! Again!
You stopped them in their tracks!
Clear the way!
Good
Feel the
medicine.
pull! I've got you covered.
I unleash the Vishanti's power!
Force burst! I have a shield, but no complaints. Anyone willing to help?
That is much better. A timely intervention.
Only 60 seconds left!
Feel the pull! Disappear!
Our enemies are near.
Feeling fantastic.
Again!
Down to 30 seconds!
Clearly you needed some help.
Hold firm. Time is on our side.
You stopped them in their tracks!
Force burst!
It's clobbering time!
10 seconds!
Clear the way!
Yo, man. Yo, how's it going? Jeez, why is the loading taking so long? I know
Which
it's not my
hero do
enemy.
you think you want to be today?
Jeez.
My strategy? Die first
Okay,
and
we got
GG no
Vance.
heal. Duh.
Just hit a nasty quad kill with Hulk last night. That's good, man. That's good. Even up with it. That's cool. Hulk is
Now, who am I gonna
definitely
banish
one of those
from this
characters
match?
that it's definitely one of those lesser used characters. Should I find Cyclops? Get rid of him. If you can pop off with Hulk, you can pop off with Hulk. I ain't gonna lie. It was in comp, that's even better. Because Hulk is like, oh, okay, we just wasted one of ours. It's fine. We can get rid of. I mean, we can't really use. Not good enough to use Gambit like that. It's fine. It's fine. They'll probably. Some Bloodstone. See if we get one of the we don't want to heal this. I think Hulk needs one buff. A lot of the tanks could use buffs. There was 4 DP, okay.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
There's okay, let's not do 4 healers. I feel like that's a little bit of a mistake.
Be wary. No timeline exists where Magneto yields.
I do think a lot of tanks could use some
We
buffs,
should give these humans good reason to hate and fear
but
us.
Hulk is definitely one of them. If they buff Hulk, giving
30
him a bonus health
seconds
by
before you attack.
100
Get
on his buff
ready.
makes us fit. I see what you mean. Who's running the Dino? He's a throw pick now. Dino definitely is much easier to kill. Definitely after the nerf. I feel like he still is a valuable pick if you know what to do with him. So I feel like Dino is not like extremely throwing, but he's definitely not as strong. But with Hulk, I think
The souls of the world may find their way to Valhalla, but all are welcome.
I feel like myself again.
Jeff shouldn't be playing up so much.
I appreciate
You need not fear.
Get that vehicle moving again!
Just hit back up, go.
You are under my protection.
What did you got this? Damn, oh, that's insane. Jeez, okay. Let's go ahead, switch, make some space. Let's make some space.
There's a reason I'm at the
This is real firepower!
Disappear!
always glad I
still no, since they gutted his power and
You're
use,
halfway there.
you don't
Keep
find
going.
Hulk a throw pick. I don't honestly. This is gonna be a real take for me. I don't really find any character pick a throw pick if you know how to use them properly. Like there are definitely some characters that are much less stronger than others. Like for example, Black Widow. However, I wouldn't consider Black Widow a throw pick if you know how to utilize her correctly.
Only 60 seconds left.
By the eye of
We'll reach the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Eat the baby. Too easy. It is a feather.
But yeah, I don't really find any pick a throw pick if you know how to use them correctly. Like a lot of people for some reason find Heal Pull to be a throw pick in higher ranks, even though he has one of the
You're halfway there.
like the same healing output as Sue Storm does. It's just absolutely ridiculous.
Let the devil
This is real firepower!
It's barely tickled.
Get that vehicle moving again.
by the eye of Agamotto.
We can't let him stop us now. Found one.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
I'll let you back.
Where is he?
Finally, someone would club. It is a
Only 60 seconds left.
It's clobbering time!
This is real firepower!
So,
Down to 30 seconds. Get that vehicle moving again. The final 10 seconds.
I tried to go for the healers.
Going to overtime.
Let the devil
Yeah, I tried it.
The current score is 1-2-0. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on. The right heroes could make all the difference.
Let's go
I am
more
the god of
displacement. Let's go
thunder
for
and the mightiest avenger.
Round 2.
As guardians never shrink from battles or feasts.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Is that diamond of yours actually impenetrable?
I haven't found anything that's been able to damage it yet.
I'm sure I've got something in my arsenal that can do the trick.
Whatever it is, I'd prefer if you aimed it at our opponents.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Our adversaries gather. I am barely wounded. Battle Fury burns.
You'll want to protect your pay for this.
My power glows. The wrath of Asgard.
I sense
Awaken the rage of battle.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
Hopeless stretch.
Let's get go!
The onset.
Their dives are too good.
Shall go on. Battle Fury burns.
An unseen
Slow down. I
This is real fire power!
Can't wait! Stop them!
Alright, trying to go on, we're going.
I'm opening a portal. Pentagram of Paran. Good medicine.
damage sustained. Need assistance.
Outstart machine. Don't lounge, darkness.
There's still a chance to stop them.
By the eye of Agamotto.
Disappear. Final score: 1, 2, 2.
Win some, lose some.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Genuinely terrible team. Who the fuck said that? Should I? We all got rolled. We all got rolled. I mean, sure, it's a genuinely terrible team, but usually when people say terrible team, it's like they're putting all the blame on the entire team and not themselves. We just got rolled. It just happens.
Which hero do you think you want to be today?
My strategy? Die first and GG no heal. Duh.
Now, who am I gonna banish from this match?
Yeah, I'm fine with them again. Honestly, I'm fine with banning. If I'm banning Cyclops, honestly. We can ban next. I mean, the other team probably.
Oh, pick me!
Cyclops.
Pick me! Please!
Yeah, we can ban. You know, y'all can just ban whatever. It doesn't matter to me. Devil Dinosaur, okay?
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
The fuck? Oh.
Just wait till you see what's in my pouches this time.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
You know I wouldn't have left you behind if... It was a long time ago. We're both here now.
Bringing Wakanda to the stars was a dream of mine since youth.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Times change. People don't.
Okay, they're going around the
Here comes Headpool! My healing factor can't keep up. How about an assist?
The mission area is yours to capture now.
On your six.
Mission area is yours.
Does that mean I can start redecorating it now?
You shut it. The battle isn't over yet.
Coming through! Come on! I didn't come here to read!
Control lost.
Does the word icon do bonus damage? Does the Lord Icon do bonus damage?
That's the boost I
Love that healing feeling!
That one hurts.
Does the Lord Icon do bonus damage? The team up nobody asked for! Out! I'm hurting!
Thanks so much.
Does the Lord Icon do bonus damage? The team up nobody asked for!
I found one of our critics.
We make
Your
it
team's capture progress has passed the halfway point. Control
game within a
C.
game. I'm meta. Got your back!
Glad someone brought protection.
That's the boost I need.
The team up nobody asked for!
Shit.
Never miss!
Powerful healing. There are far too many of them.
Saw you sent us back to spawn?
Control lost.
Weak.
I could do Loki.
Coming through! Does the Lord Icon do
It's about damn. My strategy? Die first and Gigi no heal. Duh. My strategy?
Don't lie to me. I invented
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
The title of Lord should be reserved for those with royal blood.
Holy ping.
Well, technically, that's me. I mean, my father was, he was kind of a big deal, but he was also kind of a big jerk.
Then it seems we actually share something in common, you and I.
Daddy issues.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
The entertainment has arrived. Let's get this party started.
What's this? Some
That
sort of
one
lock?
hurts.
I have many faces.
I suck.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
The moon haunts you.
Just pop this.
Much better.
Someone called Doctor Strange.
And here we go again.
Pentagram of Horror.
One priceless Egyptian artifact broken beyond repair. Oh, they do.
I have many faces.
Good medicine.
Invigorating, no. Thank me later.
That's my queen.
Cheap tricks with it.
Oh, the fight.
13's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Sound the retreat.
You are restored.
Vortex field. I suck.
The more the merrier.
I never miss. I am strengthened for battle.
The grand finale. They've almost got it.
I'm everywhere.
I like the cold.
I always come back.
Here is the prize we seek.
No winner yet. Going to overtime.
I unleash the Vishant.
This is so much for Midgard.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Sometimes it happens. That's it. Just sometimes it happens. Costume. At least we got this one for free out of all the costumes.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
I've seen wonders out there in the cosmos few humans will ever behold.
You picked the right gal for the job, sugar.
Round one.
If
go!
you're gonna use those powers, I'll be glad to use them for you.
He'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
We have missed you on Krakoa, Logan.
There's a bigger world out there beyond our tranquil shores, bub.
And you have been busy carving your place in it, I suppose?
Not in it. Through it.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
It seems we have company.
They're coming from the rear.
Oh my fucking god. Yo. Oh my goodness, really? Bro. This always happens at least one stream. I'm pretty sure we got a disconnect match at least one every stream we've done this with.
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
You picked the right gal
Jesus.
for the job, sugar.
Oh, it's the same person.
Watch out, y'all. The gloves are off.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Your war against the surface threatens man and mutant alike.
You could flood this world with a mere thought. Do you truly fear what lies beneath the waves?
It is my brothers and sisters on Krakoa that I am concerned for. What of them?
Mutants have always insisted how well they adapt.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Both dooms will answer for their crimes.
Look who I found.
Just who Gander was looking for.
Built a turret around himself.
Well, that's better. Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Could use a boost. Jeez. Still got a lot left that's worth fighting for.
A retreat would be wise.
Looks like your mission be over, Fox.
Look who I
We
found.
got Black.
A gal can never. Well, that's better.
Namor is gone. The tide recedes.
Got at least one more round in me.
They hitting real hard.
The culling turret is
Your
destroyed.
team's capture progress is past the halfway point.
Let's dance, Remy. Plasma? Burst! We ain't caught it yet.
That's my girl, bro.
We've almost got it!
Thunderstruck.
It was either you or me, Eric.
Control seized!
Wind and thunder watches over this land. Here, pay attention.
Who've we got here?
Damage sustained. Need assistance.
Well, that's better.
See that? Sniper.
Kill that her.
I am ready to burn a show!
Judge, jury, executioner!
Don't come back now, you You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going. Double KO.
Safety first. Who've we got here? Look who I found.
Damage sustained.
Yo, bro, come back.
The area is almost yours.
That's on me. My bad.
Lightning strike. Focus on the
I'm
objective.
made from stronger stuff than that.
Control lost. They're winning, but you've still got a chance. Nowhere yet. Going to overtime.
Fuck.
I'm done trying to fight who I am. You picked the right gal for the job, sugar.
The higher the price. When mutants are in danger, the White Queen answers. Usually.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I've got huge gaps in my intel when it comes to Krakoa. Care to fill them in, Miss Frost?
Information is a valuable commodity, Ms. Han.
True. Some knowledge is even more precious than diamond.
Now, how?
The battle starts in 5,
I was
4,
trying to push
3,
their supports, that's
2,
why I went in.
1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Didn't run from the altar. Sure as hell not gonna run from a fight.
I'm counting on you, friend.
They've spotted us.
As if I wasn't strong enough.
Start action. Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. Double KO! You got them all! The mission area is yours!
People now, Magneto.
A fox enters, enemies scatter.
To safer shores! To safer shores! Retreat is the only option! Very weak.
I was fine. Well, thank you.
Yo, come back, come back.
I see the hurricane incoming.
To safer shores!
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Red is revenue ruling!
Damage sustained. Need assistance.
As if I wasn't strong enough.
I am ready to put on a show! Fire mode!
You can't be rid of me so easily, I'm afraid. When mutants are in danger, the White Queen answers. Usually.
Seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Remember when we were steeds together? Back in the day, Stormy?
Those were simpler times, Remy. Sometimes I wish we could go back.
Got me a chunk of chronovium that says we can. Wanna come along?
You would use Rogue's engagement ring to run from a battle.
The battle starts in 5, 4,
What's the score?
3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
How the USA doing in it?
Tokyo, Spider. We should totally
Look who's here. I was fine, but thank you.
Damage sustained. Need assistance.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. The mission area is yours.
We're on this land.
You never had a check.
I can't say I'm shocked, Aurora, but clearly they were.
To safer shores!
I suppose that helped. You might want to look over here.
Correct this engine! Make it!
How dare they invade our land?
You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
I won't turn down extra protection. I will keep the thunder ringing.
Motherfucker.
Never got your back.
All they did was make me angrier.
Out of sight.
The area's almost yours.
World.
I've reached full power.
Hurricane! In!
Control lost.
I choose you.
Damage sustained!
I was fine, thank you.
Control C.
You're leading our people now, Magneto.
GG's.
Nowhere yet. Going to overtime.
Let's go.
No.
Fuck was that?
Another epic victory. Big win.
Where we'll go to now. Nice. Okay. I want to do something else real quick before I end stream. There was a video that I haven't watched yet, but I did see, and you know, if I get, I'll collect that some other time. So hold on. There is a video I want to pull up. So fucking caps lock on. Mythology guy. All right. Here you go. So this is, if I can pull this up. Specific window. Will it come up? If it will, that would be nice. It's not coming up. Okay. Let me fix this then. Cause I always have to do this. All right, there we go. So right here, let me move my camera. We have the mythology guy. I've watched a lot of his videos because if you did not know, I am a big mythology person. I love to learn about other cultures, mythologies, and other mythologies of the world, like Chinese, Japanese, Persian, English, Celtic, Norse, Greek, you know, all those amazing mythologies that not many people know that much about. Anyways, so saw this in my notifications. Gonna be a straight up bland reaction. I haven't pre-watched this or anything, and we're just gonna get the mythology guy's ideas on God of War La Fey, because if you ever watched one of my other streams, you would know that I'm not the biggest supporter or the biggest hyper of God of War La Fey. There's a lot of issues with La Fey since the reveal trailer, and of course a lot of issues that relate to the modern political climate of gaming. So we're gonna see what Mythology Guy has to say. I'm not exactly going to take you shouldn't take someone's word at face value, someone's opinion as face value. Um so don't take my opinion as face value, don't take his opinion at face value, but if we have something conflicting, then I will say what I think. And I'll probably explain my side and then he'll explain his side, and then yeah. So let's just go ahead and get straight in and make sure that you guys can actually hear this. All right.
Really, guys?
Yes. First thing, starting off with the obligatory YouTuber apology sigh. That's step one to making a YouTube video 101. But let's take a look at some of these videos right here. So if I, alright, I don't know who this is. Know who Asmongold is. We practically agree on the same thing with this. The uglification, the fact that Faye does not need a game, the fact her story has been done, the fact that it's just a absolute nonsense why this game exists, the fact that Atreus should have had a game, but I'm pretty sure we're going to get on this. This is a 25-minute video. I'll try not to peek too much.
Really, guys? Really?
What is this? What are we doing? What in God's name are we doing?
When God of War Lao Fei was announced, there was certainly a mixture of reactions. Some people were excited for it, some people not interested, and some people were weird about it. Like...
Okay, let's read this. It's woke because she was made ugly on purpose. That's one of the reasons why people call it woke. However, it's not the only reason. Sure, people don't like the uglification of the game, but a lot more people don't like the people who made the game in the first place, and the fact that the storyline for La Fey was already essentially over. Of course, the term woke has been a little bit broad, but in general, the term woke to many now, at least, is any sort of political or virtue signaling methods or any sort of activism that is forced into games to push a narrative. That's basically what woke is right now. Of course, words change definitions over time, so I'm pretty sure woke is gonna mean something else in a couple of years from now. But that's genuinely what woke means to the mass audience of the internet and to gaming, especially when you try to push certain narratives. Alright.
Really weird about it.
God of War is dead, Fart of Boys, DEI woke BS, keep looking coy, but shit, okay. God of Laundry. That was a pretty funny video.
Like, bruh. Honestly,
okay,
this whole controversy has gotten so out of hand and ridiculous to the point that I just kind of wanted to make a video getting my full thoughts on it out there, because there's a lot that I feel like is being misrepresented, and I think I can add some context to some things.
Alright, let's hear it. When it comes to Mythology Guy, he'll probably pull up something about mythology. Now, I'm not the biggest mythology knower. I don't have a lot of knowledge personally on mythology. I know I said that I was a big mythology person, but I haven't been able to read tons of mythology like how Mythology Guy has. So he's going to have a lot more knowledge on this. So I would definitely take his words with a lot more value, because he obviously knows more than what he's talking about. And when I will approach this, I will be coming from the aspect of what gaming has gone through in the last decade, that period. So whatever he says about mythology, I won't exactly be able to contest this, but when it comes to gaming, then I'll be able to speak my thoughts about it.
But first, there are two things I really want to make clear. One, I am not saying you have to love this game and there's nothing to criticize about
Oh yeah,
it.
absolutely.
A lot of people don't like the talking cube.
Yeah,
I get
that's-
that.
that's
A lot of
very
people
dumb.
just aren't interested in a game where they don't play as Kratos.
That's
I get that
completely
too.
fair, too.
Spin-offs aren't for everybody, but that definitely doesn't mean that they just shouldn't exist at all. You are
Well, I think when it comes to those games, right? So let's take a look at some of these, right? Let's take a look at some
just
of these.
aren't interested in a game where they don't play as Kratos. I get that
Oh, I think I can. Can I move it frame by frame? No, I can't move it frame by frame. Let's see.
too. Spin-offs aren't for everybody, but that definitely
All right. So, like for example, Metal Gear Rising, Portal, those games. I haven't played Metal Gear Rising much, but the difference between
Doesn't
these games,
mean that
Metal Gear
they
Rising,
just should-
Like a Dragon, and Persona 5, the story that's contained within them and the characters that are contained within them have have their own storylines, right? That aren't necessarily complete. Like there's a ton more things that make the game interesting than than either a talking cube, uglification of characters, or the fact that none of their characters have completed storylines. Now, I haven't played much Persona 5, or much of the Persona series in general, and I also haven't played much of Metal Gear in its series. I have played Portal 1 and Portal 2. Uh, I think also
I get
somewhere
that
in
too.
was
Spin-offs
also I
aren't
think
for
there was also
everybody,
Like a
but
Dragon.
that
I've only played a
definitely
little bit
doesn't
of it.
mean that they just shouldn't exist at all.
I also have played Spider-Man Miles Morales, and I haven't played Pokemon Snap. But with Spider-Man Miles Morales, right? Miles was introduced in the first game, right? So Miles Morales, although was a spin-off, was an introduction to Miles and his character and his storyline. With God of War La Fei, you can't exactly compare the two because with La Fei, her story was already completed. There was no reason to make a a game about her. There was just no reason. Her story was already done. It was completed by the end of 2018, and we only got a little bit more about her in God of War Ragnarok. What would have made more sense for La Fei um the if Santa Monica really wanted more character depth for La Fei, they could have made a game about Atreus, a spin-off game about Atreus, him growing up into an adult, and he finds out more about not only La Fei, but also the Giants as well. So it would have just made a lot more sense for the game to go in that direction, other than completely making a spin-off game about a character storyline who was already completed.
All. You are under no obligation to play a game that doesn't interest you. And it doesn't mean
Absolutely.
you're not a God of War fan if you don't. I'm a Star Wars fan. I still didn't watch The Acolyte. No, thank you. And
Yeah, I mean it makes perfect sense. Like for instance, shit, what was I gonna say? Fuck, I forgot the game I was gonna say. Like for instance, oh yeah, like for God of War Ragnarok, right? Not Ragnarok, just God of War in general. I've only fully played. Hold on, whoops, oh my grandma's calling me. All right, that was my grandma. You know, you always got to give the grandparents all the time that they can get from you. Um, but yeah, what I was gonna say is that I've only played like fully God of War 1, 2, and 3, the original trilogy, Ragnarok, and 2018. I think at one point I tried to play Chains of Olympus. It was the game where you started off as the Furies. There's a lot of fucking God of War games. Um, I think at the time I was so burnt out from playing God of War because I like right after that it was like a day or two after I finished three because the whole thing was just an absolute nutcase. Me playing all of the original trilogy. I think at that point I was just so burnt out that I just did not want to play any of the side spin-off games. So I was like, nah, I'm just not doing that. But yeah, so like yeah, you don't have to play the spin-off games to be considered a fan of something. I feel like as long as you at least able to play the main thing, then yeah, like it doesn't matter.
And two, I actually agree that there are times where a creator lets their weird politics completely ruin their product. I
Oh my goodness. Oh
draw
my
the
god,
line somewhere
absolutely.
too, guys. Remember this
Oh,
video?
and this, yeah. I remember watching this. This was just absolutely terrible. And it's the same thing now that's happening with the Odyssey movie that's coming out because people are being casted who are not authentic Greeks who should be casted. I feel like I don't know if this is a controversial take or not, which it shouldn't be, but if you make a movie about a culture's mythology and you don't have people from that culture in that mythology, or at least people in an adjacent culture in that mythology movie or creation or whatever you're making, you're doing a disservice and it's more disrespectful to the culture than not. So I feel like the Odyssey movie that's coming up is extremely disrespectful towards Greek mythology and Greek culture because it's race swapping characters, legitimate people who may have existed. Helen of Troy may have existed, and yet they're making her into a black woman, which is not how she is described in the Odyssey in the Iliad. And they're just changing up a whole bunch of stuff. They're getting Tom Holland to play Telemachus, which is absolutely absurd. Just get get the Greeks to play their culture's people. Like it should not be that hard for you to not have to race swap or put politics into something that should be representative of a culture's identity or a culture's story. Like imagine how opposite that would be if a movie came out about an African mythology story and they race swap the people to be white. How much outlash that would get, well, not outlash but backlash that would get. And we all know nobody would do it, and yet they constantly do it with other mythologies that aren't black or aren't a minority group. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I just really disagree that this game is an example of that, and I'm really tired of people acting like something's political when it so clearly isn't. Not sure if you know this, but people were calling God of War Ragnarok woke when that game released. And
Yeah, the only thing that I disagree with Ragnarok with is making Angrboda a person of color when in mythology and all the depictions of her she was clearly white. Like I really do think that if you make a game in the Norse lands about a mythological character who's quite clearly defined, then you probably shouldn't try and race swap them. And also, it would just make no sense for a black person to be in the Norse area anyway in mythology because mythology reflects the culture that people are with, that people experience. So, unless there was just tons of people of color in Scandinavia at the time that Norse myth first came around, then it just wouldn't make sense to race swap someone. But then again, there are people like this all the time, and even then, this was just a very, very minority of people calling God of War Ragnarok woke, which obviously it really wasn't. The story was incredible, the character development was character, the character development was the character development was absolutely astounding. Like God of War Ragnarok was not a flop or a disaster, what however much the loud minority may say. La Fey, on the other hand, maybe, because this is a just a big culmination of nearly a decade of political pushes, political virtue signaling, race swapping, character changes, uglification, story detriment, the writers just changing shit just to change it. Like, it's a whole bunch of stuff that went into gaming for in like the last 5-10 years that people are just absolutely fed up with. So I think that's why um La Fey is being heavily more criticized than games from Eastern nations, like Asian nations, like Stellar Blade, for example. Like, people love that game because it doesn't have any of the um activism or signaling that most Western games nowadays have, especially large AAA multi-studio, big studio made games. Like, indie games don't really have that, but larger games genuinely do.
And I still don't know why. And Pragmata? My god, the things people were saying about that was some of the most out of nowhere
Yeah, that was a big minority of gamers. That's just people outing themselves at that point, because tons of people who actually played the game wanted to protect Diana and wanted to make sure that it was a parental what's it called, like parental natural instinct. It was a natural instinct, because the amount of nihilist, or however you pronounce, the amount of anti-parent propaganda that has been out in the world for the last decade was a lot more under threat when Pragmata came out. This was just the loud minority outing themselves as people who see children and immediately think of something sexual. The normal people who actually play the game, the normal majority who played this game, did not sexualize Diana. It was only a few loud weirdos who did, both on Twitter and on Reddit, because that was actually a big thing when people were actually drawing not safe for work of Diana, which was just absolutely insane.
insanity I've ever seen. See, this is why I don't use Twitter or Reddit. Anyway, when the game was announced, it seemed like a lot of the initial anger was based around this idea that because they've shown Lao Fei now, it means there's no more Kratos. Lao Fei is replacing Kratos, you'll never see him again, it's all just his wife moving forward, like it or not. Kind of a weird conclusion.
No, not exactly. It was more of the fact that La Fei just did not need a game. It was unneeded. It was unneeded for La Fei to have a game. Her story was already completed by this time. 2018 basically finished off her story with a tight bow after, when not exactly finished off her story, but the main thing about her was finished. In Ragnarok, we actually got the tight end of the bow with Kratos becoming the god of hope. With this, it was just unneeded. There wasn't a need for La Fei because there wasn't anything else to tell with her. This was just seen as a non-reason. They could have made the exact same thing with the exact, because obviously this game is meant to be a showcase for the God of War trilogy remake, but they could have done the exact same thing without bringing La Fei back. They could have done it with Atreus, because even though because they could have just made a few year time skip, and he's a young adult now. He's much more of a young adult. Like, I don't know, physically early 20s maybe, and they could have made a game with him. But they did La Fei, someone who did not need a game, and also with the writer of La Fei and her, it was just a whole bunch of jumbo with the actual writer of La Fei's script not having played the games, is a huge political activist for a whole bunch of stuff that people don't want in games. It's just completely everywhere with La Fei. There's a lot of reasons why people don't like La Fei. and her becoming like a main protagonist of a game for one spinoff is not the largest reason as to why people don't like La Fey being the main protagonist.
To jump to, but I can't even fully blame people for thinking that because unfortunately, gaming journalism is a freaking joke,
Absolutely.
and a lot of news articles created lying rage bait headlines promoting that exact idea.
Absolutely.
IGN, is your reputation
The absolute, and that's always what game journalists does. It's journalism in general. They make the most rage baiting shit, slop, whatever, and then they post it out to get clicks and get people riled up. So yeah, game journalism definitely did do a big was one of the bigger influencers on why La Fey has received so much criticism and hatred as it has. However, that's not the only reason. And I'm sure we'll get into that, and I'm sure we'll get into that more, because Mythology Guy is a very reasonable person. So I'm pretty sure he'll get into this.
not bad enough? How deep does the hole need to be? Do you need a shovel? Now, if this were actually true, I would understand the anger. In fact, I might even be part of it. I love Kratos. I don't want him retired. But we know for a fact it is not true. Because right after the announcement, Cory Barlog put out a statement saying, "We'll always tell stories about Kratos." So for us, it's not a departure. It's more of an expansion. Yeah, that's pretty.
An expansion that was not needed. Mind you, this is the same Cory Barlog who originally trashed on La Fey and then immediately took it back the moment that he got any sort of backlash. So we can't I'm not exactly going to be fully able to take Barlog's word because he genuinely does not want this game to happen because he outwardly criticized it. But he immediately took it back the moment he got backlash. So we know his true feelings are out there, but this is obviously just a press statement. This is just a public press statement. Public PR.
Pretty much exactly how I figured it was when they announced this thing. Spinoffs are a thing, guys. Sometimes they're amazing, but what's great is even if they suck, you can just kind of ignore them and pretend they don't exist. I've been playing God of War since I was a teenager, and I'm totally down for more spin-offs. I'm down for an Atreus game, and I would absolutely love a Deimos game. Like,
absolutely.
That would be the dream. And again, it's perfectly fine if you're only interested in playing as Kratos and those are the only games you want. You can have your preferences, and guess what? You're getting more Kratos games. Hell, you just got one a couple months ago, and there's more in the works, okay? It's not over. He hasn't been replaced. Stop.
The only what the fuck? The only thing is with this is that for like some people believe it's replacement also because of the title, God of War La Fey. If it truly was going to be a spin-off game, it would have made more sense to do La Fey in general. Like, cause I think at some point they're going to make more series off of spin-off games, off of characters. So I think like there was a little bit of partial confusion because some people probably would have accepted it more if it was just La Fey and did not have the God of War title under it. But it makes sense as to why some people would think that because a lot of people don't exactly understand how spin-offs work and thus they have a lot of issues with series naming. It's sort of weak in that angle aspect, but you can sort of see why. They can you can sort of see why.
Lying and saying he is. Another thing people got mad about was the title. Like, they were literally saying the game shouldn't have God of War in the title because we're not playing as Kratos, and this is clearly some attempt to mislead people and it's going to cause problems.
Which it obviously wasn't, but you can see how, once again, people were able to misconstrue that, and people who don't know exactly how spin-offs work, spin-offs and titling in general works, you could see how they could misconstrue that into thinking that Faye is replacing Kratos.
First of all, that's a very pedantic thing to complain about. Do you honestly think that title's gonna confuse anybody? They wrote Lao Fei in pretty big letters. Like, what do you think's gonna happen? Do you think someone's gonna be browsing games and then just read God of War and then immediately stop reading and not see Lao Fei or even look at the picture on the cover and then buy it and then be really angry later when they realize what they've bought? What kind of...
I mean, I think also when it came to the La Fei thing was that they used the God of War title because they knew La Fei on her own wouldn't be able to make any sort of money. So I also think that's why because they knew they had to use the God of War title because they couldn't just make an entirely new game like a singular game about La Fei. They had to put it under the God of War title. Which, I mean, sure, she's a God of War character, but sometimes you don't even need the parent title to make a game successful. And I feel like the fact that they did that showed how little what's the word called? How little shit. My mind's going blank. I'm tired. But how little faith, there we go. How little faith that they had in La Fei succeeding.
Scenario is that? Second, the game isn't called Kratos, it's called God of War. That doesn't only refer to Kratos. And before you come back at me and say what I know you're gonna say, mythology guy, Kratos is the God of War. That is what that title has always referred to in every game.
Not exactly. Like at least for me and a good few others, not exactly. When it comes to titles, right? You think of a certain character. You don't think of the person who outside of who isn't like the face of a franchise, right? Like for instance, Mortal Kombat. When you hear Mortal Kombat, what are the two people that you think of most, right? It's either Liu Kang, Scorpion, or Sub-Zero, right? Those are the faces of Mortal Kombat. If you think of Mario, you think of Mario and Luigi. That's the face of that franchise. You think of Sonic, you think of Sonic, right? Or Tails or Knuckles. That's the face of the franchise. If you think of GTA, there's a lot of faces of the franchise, but you can take certain GTA characters and attribute it to that. CJ, Franklin, Tommy Vercetti, fucking Claude, yep, Claude as well. Trevor, Michael. There's a reason why when you have a face of a franchise and then you have a game and you title it something and a character becomes the face of the franchise. So that's why people were doing that. They didn't do it because they thought Kratos was always the God of War, because he wasn't. In the first game, he had to become the God of War. But because of Kratos being the main protagonist for so long, they people who look at God of War, they see Kratos. They don't see Atreus or La Fei or Freya or Odin or Zeus or Athena. They see Kratos, and that's another one of the reasons why.
No, it hasn't. I don't know if you played the first game or not. You know, the game that launched the series.
Yeah, he had to become God of War.
But Kratos wasn't God of War in that game. The title was not referring to him at that point.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to titles, usually the title either refers to the series as a whole, which it should, but also titles also refer to the main person or the main characters. Hence why when you see a protagonist, sometimes you can actually name the series they're a part of. Like for instance, right? Goku. Son Goku, right? Like you don't even have to hold on, let me get the chat away. Put it up here. Like for instance, with Son Goku, right? You can take a look at his face, right? And you don't even have to think about the franchise he comes from, because he's the face of the franchise. Or who else can I think of? No, not that. Captain Price, right? Like, although Captain Price isn't the face of the Call of Duty franchise, you take a look at his face, and you can obviously recognize what game he comes from, right? So that's why, like, Kratos is the face of the franchise. Like even in even in the thumbnail, the box art of the game itself, Kratos, the main character and the face of the franchise, is on the cover title or the cover of the game. So it makes sense as to why people aren't so enthusiastic and much more criticizing of this. Is because Kratos is the face of the franchise. That's who they see when they look at God of War. When they look at the words or the series God of War, they don't see anybody else but Kratos.
The game was called God of War because the villain was the God of War and Kratos was trying to kill him. It was referring to Ares. The game makes that pretty clear once he's introduced.
God of War.
You know, kinda like how in the game Hades, you're not actually playing as Hades. It's not until the very, very end of that game that Kratos becomes God of War. And at the time, that was a surprise reveal. Before that point, they made it look like Kratos was gonna off himself at the end. The title then does refer to Kratos for the next few games. But when we get to the Norse games, I would actually argue that the title is also including Tyr, since not...
Sure, the title can include other God of Wars. I'm not disputing that because God of War is a title that can refer to a god of any mythology that's associated with war. However, the franchise God of War is talking about Kratos. When is mainly about Kratos. Is about Kratos. that's the main thing. Sure, the phrase God of War in the series can introduce other gods of war and other gods in general, but the main thing about the franchise is Kratos. I'm pretty sure even if God of War only had the one game in 2005, the first of the series, then people still would think of the main character a part of the if they heard the franchise. People who played it. That's why. It's not about who else is God of War in the universe. It is about the face of the franchise. Or any other gods in general. It's about Kratos. It's about the face of the franchise. Shit.
Not sure if you remember or not, but Tyr's position as a God of War factors pretty heavily into the themes of those games, especially in the Valhalla DLC. There's also people straight up saying that this game is mislabeled because there's no Gods of War at all in it, which really shows me that people don't do their own research.
Yeah, there are
like,
tons
the
of
game
different
has
gods in
already confirmed 2 Gods of War as the villains. Begsi is the Buddhist God of War, Sekhmet is the Egyptian God of War. Were you paying attention? If anything, it's kinda cool because it seems like this game is doing something similar to what the first game did with having...
Yeah, however, there's a little bit of a... there's one thing I don't like about this decision, and it's the... hopefully it doesn't go fully into it, but it is the mashing of so many different gods of different mythologies into one singular game. I feel like that will be a big issue. It'll be like the Spider-Man 3 issue, Sam Raimi Spider-Man 3. There were too many different villains. And in this game, there'll probably be too many different mythologies. Sometimes you just can't catch up to the amount of mythologies and the amount of people, especially in different cultures, all in one singular game. It makes sense for a separate series of the franchise, God of War, the original trilogy, and the subsequent spin-offs of the original trilogy. Holy shit, speaking. Takes place in Greek mythology. God of War 2018 and God of War Ragnarok and God of War Valhalla takes place in Norse mythology. The comics they take place at least somewhat in Egyptian mythology. But here, for me, is the issue when in one game, especially a spin off game that most likely a lot of people aren't going to play, is the amount of different mythologies all in one singular game. Now, hopefully, these are just going to be the two gods from two different mythologies, but if there's a mishmash of tons of different mythologies and a tons of different gods in one singular game, then it'll be a bit too much in a narrative standpoint because you can't focus on all of them. You can't give backstory fully to all of them. That's why it's much better when the series focuses on one specific mythology throughout the subsequent series that it has. Like they could have legit done something with Egypt, Kratos being in Egypt, because he was in Egypt in the comics, and we could have got a much better, broader explanation of the Egyptian mythology if Kratos was in it. That's what a lot of people thought was going to happen. There were some leaked trailers, I guess. It was either spoofed or it was actual footage of Kratos being in Egypt. I'm pretty sure they were spoofed though. Either way, I'm not too enthusiastic about different mythologies and different gods of those different mythologies both being antagonists. I feel like it's gonna have the Spider-Man 3 problem.
Having gods of war be villains instead of the protagonist. Hell, have you even stopped to consider that the fact that this game takes place in an afterlife for the gods means we could get returning characters from the Greek games? What if Ares comes back? What if the title is referring to him again? How amazing would that be? The whole thing would come full circle. Not gonna lie, I really shouldn't have said that because I'm gonna be pretty disappointed now if that doesn't happen.
Which would be cool, but then it would play into my issue of there being too many mythological gods in the same game as the same antagonist, and it would be wonky for the power scaling. I know power scaling is a little bit when it comes to games, but it would be wonky for the power scaling if if somehow Laufey is able to beat a returning Ares or returning Zeus or returning Athena. Like it just wouldn't narratively and game wise make sense, because if it did, then that meant that La Fey is at the same power scale as Kratos is in God of War 3 if she somehow killed a returning Zeus. Like it just wouldn't make sense.
Hey, come to think of it, Ascension, Chains of Olympus, and Sons of Sparta all take place before Kratos became God of War. So none of those games had a God of War in them at all.
But it was Kratos. That's the thing. It was Kratos. Even though Kratos at those points in time wasn't the God of War, the franchise itself has the face of Kratos behind it. So that's why people were able to get behind it. I know Sons of Sparta wasn't exactly like, I know it had some issues with it with the fan base, but overall it was majoritarily loved. And I still need to play it. I still have to play it. But God of War is Kratos, is the face of Kratos. So that's why people don't have issue with spin-offs that have Kratos in it, because he's the face of the franchise.
Where's all the anger towards them? Where's this?
It's like Luigi's Mansions. In fact, this actually goes into my point when you make spin-offs, because you can have La Fey be her own title, because you know what else is itself its own title and its own series inside of the same universe? Luigi's Mansion. Luigi does not have Super Mario Brothers in it. It is its own series that is strong on its own. Ah, son of a bitch. I broke the rubber band keeping my teeth together. Shit. Ah. Gotta put a new rubber band in. Okay, you know what? Oh, shit. Alright, give me like 1 moment to put a new rubber band in my mouth and then I'll be right back. One second, guys. Give me 1 second. I gotta stop doing that. I really gotta stop stretching my mouth so much when I speak because I'm just gonna keep breaking more and more rubber bands and I'm eventually run out. Alright, let's continue.
This attitude for them, huh? Those are the games that are technically mislabeled, aren't they? Or maybe it's just a franchise title at this point, and it's there so you can easily tell what universe this is taking place in. But
And also
yeah,
so you can see the
let's
face
get
of the
to the part I
franchise.
know you're all waiting for me to talk about. The huge amount of people screaming that the game is woke. It's insanely woke slop. It's Gay Station's new woke agenda, or whatever the hell they're saying. And all I can ask in this sea of woke comments is...
Alright, you asking, let me see.
How? How on Gaia's green earth is it woke?
Well, like I have said before, woke in this context of the gaming space at least means agendas, any agendas really, that are political or meant to virtue signal or meant to make the game for the modern audience that have extreme political views or have extreme political takes that do not satisfy or make the general gaming populace happy. That's basically what woke in the gaming terms means. It's just extreme political activism that is pushed into games. And I think people are mainly calling God of War Larfe woke. He'll probably say some reason, but mainly because of the person who wrote the script, her being a major political activist. I think also Anita Sarkeesian was somewhere in this. I think that's also why the writer spoke with frequently and was influenced by Anita Sarkeesian. And if you know anything about Anita Sarkeesian, she is very terrible when it comes to her political takes on games, but also because of, again, the uglification of characters in the video game space. No one's saying that they have to be sex objects, but the fact that they willingly made La Fei less less beautiful at least, or less attractive than her actual voice actor, when her own voice actor is just extremely wonderful. She's an extremely good voice actor. She's extremely lovely. She's extremely beautiful. Yet they willingly and purposefully made her more ugly in on purpose for no reason, which is one of the main reasons why people don't like La Fei. It's just the main political climate that gaming is in right now.
Watched through the footage several times now, and as far as I can...
Shit, I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. Okay.
I've watched through the footage
Hey, I was trying to see if you know where y'all want to go eat it.
Oh, 1 second. All right. I will have to finish this tomorrow. Um, because I gotta go ahead and get ready to go. I'm already past the time frame that I have to go. So I'll finish this on stream tomorrow. And yeah. Thanks for tuning in. But I really have to get going now because I did promise to go out and eat with my mom. So I will see all of y'all later. Shoot. All right.